He came back on Valentine's Day, but not for me. My name is Lily Thompson, and Valentine's Day is the day I learned that timing is cruel. Welcome to Rahe's Stories. Sit back, relax, and let me tell you a story you won't forget. It was February 14th. Snow was falling outside my apartment in Boston, the kind of slow, heavy snow that makes the whole world feel quieter than it actually is. I was sitting cross-legged on my bed, laptop open, phone in my hand, deleting old photos, smiling ones, beach ones, coffee shop ones, him ones. I told myself it was just digital cleaning, not emotional closure. That's when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Happy Valentine's Day, Lily. My heart didn't just tighten, it stopped. There are some names your body remembers before your mind does, and I hadn't heard that name in 3 years, not since Noah Bennett left for New York without a proper goodbye. I stared at the message for a full minute. Then another one came. I'm outside. My first instinct was anger. The second was hope. The third was weakness. Don't go. Don't romanticize it. Don't be stupid. But my heart had always been braver than my brain, so I grabbed my coat and I went downstairs. The cold hit my face immediately, and there he was, standing under the streetlight like a memory that refused to fade. Same messy brown hair, same deep searching eyes, just older. Sharper jawline, faint shadows under his eyes, like life had been heavy. Noah, I whispered. He gave me that half smile I used to fall for. Hey, lol. God, he still called me that. We stood there in silence, 3 years of unanswered questions sitting between us like a wall neither of us knew how to climb. You look good, he said softly. You disappeared. His smile faded. I know. Snow fell heavier. I noticed he wasn't wearing gloves. His hands were red from the cold. I thought about you every Valentine's Day, every single one. My heart betrayed me immediately, because part of me had done the same. Then why didn't you call? I asked. He looked down at his hands like they held the answer. I wanted to, so many times, but every time I picked up my phone, I told myself it was too late. Too late. Those 2 words felt heavier than the snow. Then he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small white envelope. I recognized it instantly. My handwriting, senior year. The card you gave me, he said. I kept it. I never gave it to you. You left it in my locker. I felt tears sting my eyes. That day came rushing back, the courage it took to write it, the fear that made me walk away. Why are you here, Noah? He inhaled slowly. And that's when I saw it. The ring. Silver. Simple. Permanent. My stomach dropped. I'm getting married, he said quietly. The world didn't explode. It didn't shatter dramatically like in the movies. It just emptied, like someone vacuumed the oxygen out of the night. I nodded because what else was I supposed to do? Congratulations. It didn't even sound like my voice. I wanted to see you before I did that. I needed to know if I was making the right choice. Hope is dangerous. It flickered anyway. And? I asked. He stepped closer, close enough that I could see the tiny scar near his eyebrow when we were 17. I never stopped loving you. And there it was, the confession I used to pray for, delivered 3 years too late. Then don't, I whispered. Don't marry her. For a split second, something wild moved behind his eyes, but then it disappeared. I can't do that to her. Her, the invisible woman who somehow won without even being here. I'm too late, he added softly. Yes, he was. Noah reached forward and brushed snow from my hair. The gesture was gentle, intimate, cruel. He said, I just needed to see you once more, to say goodbye the right way. Right way. There is no right way to break someone's heart twice. I waited for you, I said quietly. His face tightened. I know. I defended you. I told everyone you'd come back. He closed his eyes. Lily, I built entire futures in my head, And you're telling me you're marrying someone else but still love me? He had no answer, because there wasn't one. Snow settled on his shoulders. He said finally, I thought loving someone was enough. It is, I replied, if you're brave. Silence. Heavy. Final. A car passed at the end of the street, life continuing like nothing monumental was happening. He stepped back. I hope you find someone who chooses you. I almost laughed. I hope you remember this moment every time you look at that ring. Not out of spite, out of truth. He swallowed hard. Happy Valentine's Day, Lily. And then he turned and walked away, each step leaving footprints in the snow, slowly filling up, like proof he had been there at all. I stood there long after he disappeared. The cold seeped into my bones, but I didn't move, because sometimes you need to stand in the exact place your heart broke, so you never forget what it felt like. I went upstairs eventually, closed the door, sat on the floor, and cried the kind of cry that doesn't make noise, the kind that empties you quietly. But here's what no one tells you about heartbreak. It doesn't just hurt, it teaches. That night, I learned something. Love is not about who feels the most, it's about who chooses. And he didn't choose me. So one day, I would choose myself, and that would be enough.